and welcome to a brand new episode of Treasures. In this episode, we will continue our journey in Al Mu'izz Street and the Qalawun complex. Last time around, we have spoken about its amazing structure as well as the school related to it. And today, we will be seeing how the hospital of Qalawun and the funerary look like.
Malik al-Mansur Saifuddin Qalawun al-Alfi. He was the 7th Mamluk Sultan of Egypt, who ruled the country from 1279 to 1290. Qalawun was a Kipchak Turk who became a Mamluk in the 1240s after being sold for 1,000 dinars to a member of Sultan al-Kamil's household. Qalawun was known as al-Alfi, or the 1,000 Man, because al-Malik al-Salih bought him for 1,000 dinars of gold. He barely spoke Arabic. He rose in power and influence and became an emir under Sultan Baybars, whose son Barakh Khan was married to Qalawun's daughter.
The funerary complex of Sultan al-Mansur Saifuddin Qalawun, including both the madrasa and mausoleum, reportedly took 13 months to build, from 1284 till 1285. The hospital took less than 6 months to complete, the mausoleum and madrasa each taking about 4 months each. The complex was considered one of the most beautiful buildings at that time, whether it included a school or a madrasa, a hospital or a bimaristan, and a mausoleum with a beautiful dome. The complex was built in 3 stages, where the hospital was finished first, the mausoleum, and then finally the school. The mausoleum of Sultan Qalawun in Cairo is considered to be many of the second most beautiful mausoleum, succeeded only by the Taj Mahal in India. Al-Nuwairi, an Arab historian, has said in his book Nihayatul Arab that the utmost desired that the mausoleum was not intended to become a burial site, but a mosque and a school, and that it was first used as a tomb when he died and hosted his body. His body was kept in the Cairo citadel for 2 months until the tomb was ready to replace the citadel's burial location. Later, when Qalawun's son died, he too was buried in the mausoleum. The mihrab of the mausoleum is often considered as the most lavish of the kind. This is in contrast to the mihrab of the madrasa, which is less grand in size and general ethics. With a horseshoe profile, the mihrab is flanked by 3 columns made of marble. The mausoleum later on and under the Mamluks included a museum for royal cloths of those buried in it. The mausoleum of Qalawun is significant in that its dome served as a ceremonial center for the investing of new emirs. Indeed, the dome was a symbol of new power, a changing of the guard, signifying a new center of Mamluk power which enjoyed great prosperity at the time. The mausoleum's dome was demolished by the Ottoman governor over Egypt, Abdul Rahman Qadkhuda, and was then rebuilt in the Ottoman architecture. However, the Commite for Reservation of Arab Monuments built another dome to replace that in 1908.
The Qalawun complex, dating from 1285, is the oldest and most impressive of these structures built to memorialize Mamluk rulers of Cairo. The complex is built at the heart of Islamic Cairo at a place known as Bainul Qasrain, or between the 2 palaces, named for the 2 Fatimid palaces that originally stood there.
Inside the complex of Qalawun, we have 3 elements. The tomb, where we're standing, the school and the mosque on the other side, the hospital or the Bimari stand behind the building. But the story behind 3 buildings in one complex is quite interesting. Qalawun, the Sultan, before he became a sultan, he used to be an emir in the army of Bibers. He fell very, very ill when he was in Damascus, and he was treated in the hospital of Nuri. He was amazed with the complex of Nuri. He was amazed with the hospital next to the mosque, next to the tomb. And he insisted, if I ever become a sultan for the Mamluks in Egypt, I will build exactly the same complex. Later on, Qalawun became Sultan of Egypt. And around 1279, 1280, he decided to start building his great complex. Everything about the design of this building is new. The entrance, the corridor, and the 3 elements inside it. Where we're standing here is the tomb, with its great columns and the arches that supports the massive dome. The tomb from inside considered the best preserved element in this complex, as the school on the other side and mosque heavily restored, the Bimaristan and the hospital completely lost, and a modern new one for Egyptians still in work. But the tomb where we are is an artistic marvel, with its marble work, with its decoration, mother of a pearl, gold-plated calligraphy, massive granite pillars, and the arches with the decoration and the stained glass and the windows. We are in the most magnificent artistic element remaining from the Mamluk period. This room only confirms the connection of artistic styles during the early Mamluk days. They came from the other side of the Mediterranean. They came with artistic elements, the Seljuk art. They have special trade connection with East and West, so they were able to borrow and incorporated Eastern ideas, Persia, India, and beyond.